there, welcome to a classroom demo on how to create an all about me video using WeVideo. Welcome back to school and let's get started. To access WeVideo, you're going to go to your Clever account and click on the WeVideo icon. You will then want to use your Google credentials to sign in, so click on the Google button, and you might want to also pause this video at any time to get caught up. Once you're logged in to WeVideo, your homepage may look like this, may look a little different. Your teacher also might want you to join their WeVideo class. So you will want to click on the classes section and join the class there by typing in their class code. If you don't need to join a class, you can go ahead and just click the create button to start creating a video. Our project today is we're going to create an all about me video. So I'm going to share 3 facts about myself that you may not know about me. To start, I'm going to go to the WeVideo's extensive library of already created videos. So I'm going to click on videos. I like to start my videos with a title slide, like an introductory. Just like books have covers to them, I'm going to put a cover on my video. So I'm going to search for a color. When I search for that color, it typically gives me some nice background choices. If I hover over the choice, it will give me a little preview of the motion that's taking place. I'm going to click and drag on the one that I like, or I can also click on it and it will give me a preview over here. I like this one. I'm going to click and drag it down to the very beginning in the video 1 track. You will notice this is a timeline over here. So anything that you put at the very beginning of your video will play starting at 0 seconds of your video. If you don't have it starting at 0 seconds, it will start at whatever time you have it aligned with below. Again, I want this at 0 seconds, so I'm going to put it all the way over to the left on video 1. Now I want to add a title to my video. So I'm going to go to text and I'm going to find some text that I like. Now, it's okay if I don't like the colors or the font, we can change that. And I want to tell you that wherever there's black in the background, we're going to make our background appear instead. So you can scroll through, again, click to see if you like that motion. Don't forget you have see all option as well to see more items. I like this one. I'm going to click and drag it into the text 1 track so it aligns with my green background. I'm going to click on that text box that was just added and I can not right click, sorry. I can click on it so that there's a purple box around it and click edit to change the text, or I can double click to open up the editing features. I have 3 lines to work with here, so I can fill all of those 3 lines or I can leave some of them blank. I'm going to change the hurry up text to all about. Then the last line is going to be me with an exclamation mark. Then I'm going to change the word today to by and then my name. Now let's say I don't like that font. I can change the font below. I can also change the size of the font by turning off auto font size and increasing it. Let's try 200 and let's try 200 here. Now we have these pink bars on the top, but the pink bars don't match my green background, so I'm going to change those. Let's change those to a dark green. Much better. Once I'm done, I can click the Done button up here. Now we can adjust the playhead. It's like this bookmark. Let's rewind it back to the beginning and click play. There's my title slide with the background playing at the same time. Uh-oh, but we have a problem. My text goes away, but my background stays. I want to adjust my background so that it stops at the same time as my text does. So I want to make these boxes the same length. I will click on my background so that purple box is around it. Hover my mouse until I get those two arrows, and I'm going to click and drag to trim this clip so that they are the same length. Now let's rewind the playhead and watch it again. They end at the same time, so now I can move on to adding those fun facts about me that you may not know. Before I add those facts, in between each video clip, I want to add something called a transition. I'm going to click on my video or my background box, and I have the plus button option next to it. So I'm going to click the plus to add a transition, and I'm going to go up here and click the plus to add a transition. So now I have these two little gray boxes next to it. That is a transition. Let's think about a fact about me that you may not know. Got one. I'm going to go to videos, and I'm going to search for camping because I like to go camping. Now, the videos here aren't videos of me camping, but I'm just trying to convey to my audience that I like to go camping. So as long as my audience can understand the message I'm trying to share, then I will consider that a success. I will hover over or click to get a preview of the videos. Now, backpacking, I do not do, so I don't want that video. And we don't trailer camp because we don't have a trailer. So I do like this one with the tent, even though that's not what our tent looks like. You, the audience, will be able to understand that it is tent camping. I'm going to click and drag that to video 1. Now, look what happens when I don't put it right next to my background for my titles. There's a space. Let's rewind the playhead and watch what happens. You see there's that period in the video where there's nothing playing. If we were to adjust this video clip so that it's right next against that transition, it will seamlessly go from the title of my video to the first clip. Let's rewind the playhead and watch it now. See how nice that transition was? So we are good with our video clip, but now I want to add the text that I like to go camping. So I will find a title slide. We'll just use that one. I'm going to click and drag it and put it right on top of where my tent clip starts. Double click or click the edit button to open it up to edit it. So you might want to be more elaborate with your word choice on here. So I go camping with my family. I'm going to keep mine short today because I don't want to take up too much time. And I'll use this font. And the text box will appear here, which will cover my tent. So I'm going to move the text box up to the top and click Done. And let's rewind the playhead and watch the video again to see how we're doing. Perfect. Title slide. It should transition. And then there's my text box. Perfect. Oh, but we ran into another problem. My text box disappears while my video still stays. So we need to click on the video of the tent until it has that purple box around it. Hover over, click and drag to trim it until they're the same length. And then we need to add the transition before we add our next fact. So I'm going to click transition, click up here, transition. Let's add our next fact. I will search for something else. I love to bake. Oh, that looks delicious. And I do love to bake cookies. So I'm going to use that clip and not search for any others. Click and drag, put it in video 1. Go to text. I can use the same box. Put it in text 1. Make sure they line. Make sure they line up. There we go. Double click to open up. Change the font so that it all matches. Again, you can move the text box. I'll put it up at the top. And my video track is longer than my text track, so I'm going to make them, too small, make them the same size. Add my transition to the text and to the video, and then I will add my next fact. So if I click on my text, I don't see the option to add a transition. So for some reason, the add transition button doesn't appear. You can always go to transitions, click and drag it until it turns green. So I'm not sure why I'm receiving an error there, but I will fix that. And I'm going to add my third fact, and then we'll reconvene so I can show you how to add the closing to your All About Me video. Alrighty, now that I have added a third fact about myself, I was having some issue with the transitions on the text boxes. I guess you don't really need them there, so if you don't have transitions between the text boxes, that's fine. It's just more importantly that you have the transitions between every video clip, so it's not so choppy. Now I'm ready to add my closing slide. I'm going to make it exactly like my title slide. And you know what, I thought of something? Let's go back to the title slide and let's get our name off of that title slide, because I want this to kind of be like a guess who. So I'm going to double click. Oh, I made a mistake. I added a transition in the beginning and I don't need that transition. Undo button, in case you ever want to undo something, it's right there. So double click to open that up, or click the edit button. And All About Me. And I'm going to adjust it a little bit. There we go. I can also make this bigger if I want to make it bigger. It will get rid of those bars, but that's okay. All About Me. And I'm going to click on the same clip I used from the beginning. And it's the green sparkles, so I'm going to go back to videos. There we go. That's the clip I used, and I'm going to drag it to video 1. And now I'm going to go back to text, and I'm going to add this one, line it up, double click to open it up, and I'm going to say, who am I, with a question mark. I want people to guess who that person is based on the facts. Changing the font. I can make this bigger like that. Click done. Now I can add a transition after that one because I want to add another one to reveal who I am. I'm going to open that up. and say, I am Emily Bryan with an exclamation mark. You can adjust the text based on what your teacher would like for you to include. And click done. If you want to, you can even upload a picture of yourself by going to uploads and importing a picture. If you have one in your camera roll on your computer, or you can take one. So that would be a fun little fact or a fun little thing to add as well. I do see that my green background is longer than both of my texts, so I'm going to adjust that and rewind and watch the whole thing. It might look a little fuzzy right now. It is in low resolution because it's just the preview. Perfect. What would make this video more exciting though is audio. Some music at the beginning where it's nice and loud, fades during the whole thing, and then picks back up at the beginning. So I'm going to go to audio, and we have lots of songs to choose from. Now you aren't going to find any songs from any artists that you might hear on the radio. All of the songs and pictures and videos on here are all free to use because they are not copyright protected. So we want to be careful not to violate any copyright laws when uploading songs or pictures or videos onto this platform. Anything you upload needs to be original content created by you. So we have some topics. Do I want inspiring music, epic music, sad music, happy music? Before you go here, you need to make sure to put your headphones on so that you can hear your song and no one else can hear your song, because then it might give it away whose video is whose. So I want to look at happy songs, so I'm going to click see all. And if I click on the song, then it's going to give me a preview. I think I like this first song. So I'm going to click and drag it into the audio track. And as you can see, the song is longer than my video, so I'm going to click and drag to make it the same length. And I actually don't need to adjust the volume because I don't have anyone speaking during my video. But if you did want to have the audio fade in and out, you can right click on it when it has the pink box, show audio level, and you get this blue bar. I can then make what looks like a trapezoid and have the audio fade from 0 to 100, hold 100%, and then dip back down to 0 at the end of my video. So Playhead's at the beginning, and I'm going to click play. There we go. So now my video is finished. I'm going to click export, and I need to give this a title. So I'm going to title it All About Me. I want to export it as a video, and I want high definition. Advanced settings, don't worry about that, and click export. The video is going to go into your WeVideo export queue. You can go ahead and close out of that, and you don't have to worry about keeping it open while it's finished exporting. If you do not, or if you're not in a WeVideo classroom that your teacher has set up, you can share this video with your classroom or with others by clicking on this share button once your video is ready, and share that link out on a Google Doc with your teacher. But then you can click done and wait for it to export. You can look at the status of it. It will take several minutes. Once you go back to your home screen, click on exports, and you can see all of the videos that you've done. And you can click on the video and then click the share button, and you can copy the link, or you can send it to someone via Google Drive too. So yeah, have fun. Thanks for creating a video with me today.